What happens when a trans person leaves their own community because they believe that the community has gone too far with their insane gender ideology that has nothing to do with the gender transition, with gender dysphoria, and with trans people in general? A lot of things will happen. It's a roller coaster ride. I'm one of those transsexuals, and today I want to show you what type of reactions I get since coming out as a non-woke, non-crazy trans person. This person writes, he has to find a job and a hobby. This is obviously a way to minimize the work I'm doing, and the person is implying that I'm wasting my time, like running my mouth on the internet without making any money. Well, girl, I am. This is my job. And ironically, before it became my job, it was my hobby. I love how this is my job. I am so grateful, and it's the best job I've ever had, and probably will ever have. He says he's offensive to try and be edgy, when in reality, he's just retarded. The retarded oh my god. The same people who hate me for saying that gender dysphoria is a mental disorder call me retarded as an insult. I don't think there's anything wrong with having a mental disorder, or being retarded for that matter. I don't see how you can use it as an insult. That's why I don't mind at all saying that the reason why people are trans is due to a mental disorder. It's the reason why I don't care the slightest whenever I say that I have a mental disorder. I'm a woman because there's nothing wrong with being a woman. The people who would call other people mentally ill or retarded as an insult are just exposing themselves as ignorant, hateful, intolerant. And it's not my problem that they find my rhetoric offensive. It just proves that they're the intolerant ones, and not me, and people like me. I'm not trying to be edgy, I'm just trying to spew the truth. But apparently the truth nowadays is offensive and edgy. On behalf of Denmark and all Danes, I apologize for this embarrassment of a man. So you're not talking about me because I'm not a man. But that's your issue with me, right? That I don't call myself a man? What's wrong with me stating that I'm a woman? It's the truth. Is there something wrong with being a woman? I have talked to hundreds of people in my country, in Denmark, and a lot of people agree with what I say. What's so weird is Denmark is super progressive, but it's not woke. We're just really chill and laid back. And I'll bet if you ask thousands of Danish people, they would have no idea why you think I'm an embarrassment and why you think you represent Danish people more than me. They would have no clue. Even far leftist politicians in the parliament talk about two genders when talking about gender quotas. Wonder why? I usually only get sweet comments under my videos on YouTube, but this one is hilarious. There's nothing discreet about you, girly. You are also extremely close-minded. You're one of them. Also, why aren't you doing your signature duck lip pose you're doing in your videos in 2023, 2024? This is a comment under one of my very first videos, almost 5 years ago. Also, you're talking about how dysphoric you get when someone uses the wrong pronouns on you. Why do you want to hurt other people's feelings when you consistently use the wrong pronouns that other people ask of you? The reason why I found it upsetting back then when people said she about me was because of my gender dysphoria. When I refused to use trans activists' preferred pronouns, it's because I know they do not deal with gender dysphoria. I am 99.9% sure that they don't know what it's like to deal with the symptoms of gender dysphoria. They are not the same as me. And even if some deal with gender dysphoria, there's this thing called freedom of speech. You're such a Karen, it's unbelievable, but what's really a shame, in the last 4 years, you have just become so nasty, and hateful and mean. Testosterone has not done you any favors, chica. One more thing, you're telling people who can and cannot be gay, yet you claim to be a gay man. But you're a biological woman with a vagina. Well, of course, I can't be a biological woman with a dick, you idiot. There are no gay men that want to date a petite woman with a vagina with a deep voice. I'm so confused, which side are you on? I'm hateful, intolerant, I don't respect trans people, blah blah blah, but you call me girly. Chica, a petite woman with a deep voice. Well, I am, but still, it sounds like you're more on my side, the rational side, than trans activist side, because you're calling me a woman. That's what I call myself in almost every video I make, but I think trans activists will disagree with this comment. I'm not calling myself a gay man. I'm a heterosexual female. I'm a straight woman. I live my life as a gay man, but it doesn't mean I am one. I've called myself a gay man once or twice or something on my channel. Now I know better. Sometimes it's okay to change your opinions about something. This person writes, "You're mentally ill, you cockless cunt. One bullet is all I need." Wait, you're confusing me. Who is the one who should get unalived? You said one bullet is all I need. So do you want the bullet to go into you or me? Okay, I'm just messing around, but sick. I do deal with some mental disorders, such as gender dysphoria, obviously, anxiety and ADHD. So, I'm gonna repeat myself here. Why is that an insult? Of course, I know that there's a difference between dealing with a little bit ADHD and then being severely mentally ill, like you're in a hospital dealing with, let's say, schizophrenia. And you can call someone crazy as an insult, right? I'm not stupid, I know what they mean when writing these comments. But who's really crazy here? Is the crazy person the one who's trying to spread awareness about what's happening in society that's harming children and women, wanting that to change, and is advocating for good mental health? Or is the crazy person the one who's threatening to unalive another person for no reason? I'll let you all decide. This is not the only death threats I've received over the years. Maybe I should count one day because I don't really know how many I've received. But today I also want to show you the positive messages I've received. Comments, but mostly messages, where people can share their personal stories. A young woman on Instagram DMs me this: "Thank you for all you've done. I'm 20, I transitioned FTM when I was 18. And realized after a year and a half on testosterone it wasn't right. Your videos helped a lot. Thank you." Amazing. I of course thanked her because obviously messages like these are so heartwarming for me to receive. She replies, "You don't need to thank me. Honestly, you saved my ass. I was so blinded by all those woke people on TikTok trying to make everyone who's not stereotypical feminine transsexual. Just a very big thank you for opening my eyes that I'm actually not dysphoric and it was just my eating disorder playing games with my head. Keep doing your videos. They're amazing. And maybe you open the eyes of other not real transsexuals who are about to get hormones as a minor, not capable of such a decision. No one needs to convince me why someone with an eating disorder might feel like they deal with some of the symptoms of gender dysphoria. Maybe I should make a video about it, but it just makes sense to me. 5 years into this whole debate and I still don't understand how educated psychiatrists, doctors can't make the distinction between a girl dealing with an eating disorder and a girl dealing with gender dysphoria. It's simply unacceptable that young girls today are being wrongfully treated by the system. If you're not feeling well mentally, you should of course seek help. So it's not your fault if you get the wrong treatment. Even though you ask for this specific treatment, it's not your fucking fault. It's not actually your responsibility, even if you're over the age of 18. The healthcare system should hire educated doctors who know a lot about various mental disorders. At the end she wrote, "Maybe you open the eyes of minors who are not really trans, who want to go on testosterone." I hope so too. I actually have received messages from especially young women. I can't remember if some of them were underage, like 16 maybe, where they said that due to my videos, they haven't started testosterone, even though they thought they were trans men. And, I always tear up a lot, not a bit, but a lot when I receive those messages. I'm just here running my mouth. I like talking about the topic. I like to expose the community's lies. I like to talk about what's moral, what's immoral. It's not like I expect certain reactions after posting my videos. I just make them because I kind of have to. I feel like I have to. And I think it's important that people like me are speaking out. So it really warms my heart to know that my voice, Blair White's voice, Buck Angel's voice, can prevent people from going on cross-sex hormones and dealing with the side effects, the consequences of that. I want to thank all the people who've reached out to me over the years. I'm not the best at responding because I always got something going on, and I receive a lot of DMs, comments, and all that. But I want to let you all know that I'm extremely grateful for all of you. And your love and support, of course, trumps all the hate I get. Even if I didn't receive all the love, if me standing up for children and women's rights makes some people so mad that they want me to be unalived, it must mean I'm doing something right. Thank you all for watching. If you want to see more content like this, remember to hit subscribe and the notification bell. If you want to support me and my channel, you can become a member, or I have my PayPal link in the description down below. Follow me on social media. I love you and I cannot wait to see you in the comments. Peace out.